Israel, Zionism. Please say it. One time.
What's up, guys? Your boy Benny. They say whenever Donald Trump wins and libs lose, the best place to turn into is MSNBC or CNN or The View. And while I agree with that, the most unintentionally hilarious programming to watch is Saturday Night Live. These people are supposed to be comedians, yet whenever Donald Trump wins, which they should be celebrating because it's just content for days, as we will prove to you in a second, they do embarrassing things like this, where they have Hillary Clinton, Kate McKinnon singing on the piano Hallelujah in what is a like menopausal Xanax and Chardonnay filled therapy couch sob session for their liberal viewers. It's really, really funny. It's funny to watch them all. You're supposed to be comedians. Instead, you do. I mean, at least it's kind of actually what Hillary Clinton would sound like, right? It's just atrocious. So we've been watching, of course, some of the most singular. Who needs SNL when you have this? I mean, this is actually real life from this week. Donald Trump and Joe Biden. Look at this expression on Joe Biden's face. Who needs SNL, right? But the moment you saw this happen in the White House this week, you knew that you were going to have an SNL sketch out of it, right? Look at how happy Joe Biden is. Joe Biden's very nervous here, but then he realizes that he did vote for Trump and he's gone full MAGA. Donald Trump sitting here can I get the hell out of here? Can I get away from the guy? The roaring fire, the memes abounded here. And so you expected that SNL would do something with it and do something with it. They certainly did. They rolled out new cast members, including a guy who's murdered people, Alec Baldwin, and they parodied the Donald Trump, Joe Biden meeting from the week. I think it was actually really fun.
Come on. Hello, everybody. Thank you for the press for joining us to document this very important presidential transition meeting. I'm being serious right now. Even though we disagree, I'm eager to sit down for a respectful conversation.
Yeah, and get a load of me. Instead of being rude and crazy like usual, I'm doing quiet and serene, which in many ways is a lot scarier.
I'm going to sit here and smile while ignoring the giant fire right behind me. Just like that meme. Can we put it up side by side? And this is fine.
It does look like that. We love This Is Fine, God.
All right.
Donald Trump does love memes. Okay, let's continue the conversation.
Go back to Mar-a-Lago, Joe, because Elon is there and he will not leave. It's like, what about Bob? He's walking around in his bathing suit showing me videos of rockets and monkeys with computers in their heads. This guy's cringe AF.
Donald, you're the president now. You can't just say anything you want to say. You got to watch how you talk. Because you got a little power, puff daddy, P daddy, riding on a pony calling macaroni.
Wow, what the hell was that? Did you just do the weave?
Oh, come on, man. It's my own version of the weave. I call it the wander. I go here, or I go there, or I come back. Guess what? No.
Okay. Wow, they finally learned how to parody Joe Biden. Finally. It took them 4 years, and now they're finally making fun of the single most humiliating president and the single greatest gold mine of comedy that we've ever had in the White House. All right. You know what? Better late than never, I guess.
Thanks for your advice, but I already know how to do president. It's all about surrounding yourself with the best people, and I am very fastly picking the most epic cabinet of all time. They're some of the most dynamic, free-thinking, animal-killing, sexually criminal, medically crazy people in the country.
Who are you thinking about?
Well, we've got Elon and Matt Gaetz. That's an Alien versus Predator. We've got Kristi Noem and RFK Jr. They're killing the dogs. They're killing the bears.
Okay. So the entire segment was really funny until they actually brought in an Alec Baldwin as RFK Jr. So this is like a funny segue. And then you bring in You bring in Alec Baldwin, and it's like amazing. They won't have Donald Trump on. They tried to rig the election on SNL by having Kamala Harris on. And what I say rig the election is it's literally illegal. They use the public airwaves to broadcast NBC. You're supposed to be able to give equal time to equal candidates if you're using public airwaves, and they didn't let Trump on SNL. And yet they brought on Kamala Harris for a glowing, gloating, like last minute sketch, which was really just a plagiarism of a funnier Donald Trump sketch with Jimmy Fallon. Anyway, they bring in RFK Jr., and lo and behold, it's Alec Baldwin who shot and killed somebody who's one of the world's biggest degenerates and sociopaths, and SNL will have him on, but won't have Trump on. Isn't that incredible? It's like the standards make no sense. The rules make no sense. And also this impression makes no sense. This is a bad impression. Here we go. Here's a bit of it.
I just wanted to tell you again, I'm so honored to be the head of the Health and Human Services Department. Americans need someone to teach them how to be healthy. Someone like me, a 70-year-old man with movie star looks and a worm in his brain.
So, ladies and gentlemen, SNL will come right back to go right back to making fun of the executive branch. They took a 4-year vacation while Joe Biden was in office, and now expect them to go do every single segment right back in as a Trump segment. Whatever. We can actually take a hit, like as a movement. We're centered people, so it doesn't matter. It's like you making fun of Donald Trump doesn't hurt our feelings. We can laugh. We have happy lives. We don't need to censor. And so it is not that big of a deal if you make fun of Donald Trump. Whereas libs, if they had done like segments like this, if they had done this Joe Biden character 3 years ago when Joe Biden had just taken office, they would have called for a boycott of Saturday Night Live. Unhappy, miserable people. Just like Bill Burr said, actually, in his monologue from last weekend. One of the best SNL monologues ever. Here you go.
All right, let's get to what you all want to talk about. All right, ladies, you're 0-2 against this guy. 0-2. All right, but you learn more from your losses than your wins. So let's get into the game tape. All right, ladies, enough with the pantsuit. Okay, it's not working. Stop trying to have respect for yourselves. You don't win the office. Like on policy, you know? You got to whore it up a little. I'm not saying go full Hooters, but find the happy medium between Applebee's and your dad didn't stick around. All right? You all know how to get a free drink. Okay? And I know a lot of ugly women, feminists, don't want to hear this message. But just tease them a little bit. Make a farmer feel like he's got a shot. Swing a state over a little bit. I'll be honest with you, I am so psyched that this stupid election is finally over. It took forever. Like, yeah. Everybody knew who they were voting for 4 years ago. And then they just drag you through a year and a half of this stuff. Like, who was sitting there watching the debate, like, still not decided? Two of the most polar opposite people ever. It's like, all right, let's see. What does the orange bigot have to say? How about the real estate agent that speaks through her nose? Oh, there's a point. This is so difficult. It's like they overlap. I just can't make up my mind. I'll be honest with you. I can't believe Trump didn't win this thing like 4 months ago. You know? I know that's weird for younger people to hear, but like when I was a kid, if you were running for president and you got shot and you didn't die, that was the end of the election. There was nothing you could say, right? Everybody would just be like, this guy's the man. He is the king. I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I think the number one reason like Trump survived is all those herky-jerky movements that he does. You just can't like nail the guy down. I gotta be honest, the guy is a lunatic. He literally got shot and immediately jumped back up and started yelling in the direction the bullets were coming from, unarmed. That's not a sane human being. I would have been on the ground crying in the fetal position, like, all right, give me the truck. I don't want this job anymore. Just tell her she won. Tell her she won. But Trump's got all those weird, coming out. I think the guy couldn't get like a beat on him, And like right as he pulled the trigger, like Trump was just like, and Sleepy Joe, and the bullet went by his head. My favorite part of the campaign, though, was when Trump went to McDonald's. Wasn't that amazing? That's the only time I've ever seen that guy truly happy. Like, he was glowing. When he got behind the counter, it was like he was behind stage at like Springsteen or something. He's like, oh my God, this is like where they make the French fries. And he was sticking a couple extra in one. He goes, hey, whoever gets this one's gonna be excited. It's like, oh my God, was that empathy of the people, Donald? It's like when the Grinch came down the hill, bringing the toys back and his heart got a little bigger.